There is a scam going around social media, and you've probably come across it. And if you haven't yet, when I describe it to you, you'll see it, because this thing is everywhere. It's the handwritten letter scam. So you'll see people on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They might be making a video. They might be just having a picture of themselves holding up a lot of envelopes, like 200 envelopes. And they'll say, I can make $5 per every handwritten letter, or $50 to $75 an hour sending out handwritten letters. This thing is so easy. You can easily make $6,000 a month, and all you have to do is send out handwritten letters. It's very cryptic. You don't know, well, what are these letters about? Who would be paying you this much money to just send out letters? What are the contents of these letters? You have to drop letters in the comments below to find out more information. That's where the MLM component of this, the multi-level marketing pyramid scheme component, rolls in as well. So I'm going to give you the shortened version of this, why it's a scam, just very easy, just the basic bare bones explanation. And then I'm going to dive into more detail for you, because I know that there's people that are in Paid Per Letter or Send It Academy that are watching this video right now, and you are waiting to leave me a nasty comment. So I have a very special message for you. It is because of you, your uplines, and your teammates that I am making this video. I was done with looking at this company. I was so over making content about this company, but the constant barrage of nasty little comments your teammates, your upline have left me on my videos were the straw that broke the camel's back. So as of yesterday, I began methodically cataloging each false income claim that participants in your company, Send It Academy, Paid Per Letter, whatever the hell this thing is called, have been making on Facebook and Instagram. And I've been making reports to the FTC. I'm up to 10 already. And I've been sharing how to do this in my Instagram and Facebook stories. And I've also shared how to do this on a separate Facebook post and an Instagram post with a video showing how easy it is to file a report with the FTC. So this is because of you. So if you're in Paid Per Letter or Send It Academy and you're wondering whoa, why the hate? You can just go back to my videos and look at the few comments that I've left stand, because I'd monitor them. I would just delete them and remove them, because this isn't the space for people to be brainwashed and trying to recruit people into the MLM. This is a space for victims to warn other people not to get involved in this thing. So you can take a look at those comments, the people that I've let their comments stand, and it's because of them. You can thank them for me. Maybe I've made content about you in my Instagram stories. Maybe you'll go into my stories and you'll be like, oh my God, she filed a report to the FTC about me. You have them to thank. So let's get on with this. Why is this thing a scam? So from the get-go, if they're not being honest with you, they're deceiving you by not giving you all the information. That's a scam. So can we agree that if you decide to pay me $10 for a highlighter, and then I give you a glass of water and tell you, well, this only has this much, it's dirty, you're going to have to wash it, and then you're going to have to fill it up. Can we agree that these two things are completely different? And that saying, you're going to get a highlighter if you give me $10, but instead you have this task of cleaning a glass and filling it up with water, is totally different and a scam, because you thought you were just purchasing a highlighter. Can we agree on that? I know we can agree on that. And I know people that are brainwashed in a multi-level marketing company are like, ooh, you can't say this. Yes, I can, because this is exactly what you're doing by purposely misleading and deceiving the public by saying that all you have to do is send me, DM me letters, and I will send you a message and tell you how to do this, because you will be paid $5 per every handwritten letter, or $50 to $75 an hour. So this is what's actually happening. People are paying $199 to enter the pyramid scheme that is Send It Academy or Paid Per Letter. I still don't know. I use them interchangeably because I don't know what the hell is going on. And frankly, I just don't care. I want to be done with this company. I don't want to make content on this anymore. It's so boring. It's the same thing what happened with Transact Card and Finmore. I was so bored with that company too. Those two companies, thank goodness they finally collapsed. You're writing letters to casinos. The casinos then give you tokens to gamble with, which then if you win enough, then you can cash out. and then you can deposit that into your bank account, or they'll deposit it into your bank account. That process of writing letters, mailing it out to a casino, then it may or may not give you these tokens, these sweepstakes coins that you have to gamble with, and then you cash out, is not the same as getting paid $50 to $75 an hour, nor is it the same as getting paid $5 per letter. Saying that this is a job is deceptive. It's false. It's an outright lie. That's why it's a scam. Anybody that is in your company, paid per letter or Send It Academy, I'm speaking to the participants now, that is telling you it is okay to say that you're purchasing a highlighter, and then they take the highlighter away and say, actually, surprise, it's a glass of water that's dirty and you have to wash it and fill it up. That is what is going on with your company when you say that you're getting paid $50 to $75 an hour or $5 for a letter. That is not what is happening. You are not getting paid $50 to $75 an hour. You can't use these mental gymnastics to equate the winnings that you've gambled with to then try to fudge it up and say, well, actually, it does calculate out to $50 to $75 an hour. That's deceptive. That's wrong. And you know it's wrong. And that's why me and other anti-MLM content creators are constantly reporting you to the Federal Trade Commission here in Canada, to Canada's Competition Bureau, and the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center. So you need to stop making these claims. This is it. So then, okay, so that's the main thrust of all this. So you might be watching this and being like, okay, wait, whoa. Where's the pyramid scheme aspect? How do what casinos are giving free money to people to gamble with? What the hell is going on? So we're going to break it down step by step. So the first part, I just want to quickly address the pyramid scheme aspect of this. So this activity of writing casinos has existed for a long time. We'll get to that. You don't need to pay for this, but this MLM has glommed onto this and being like, ooh, we can make money by selling a course. So the entry into the pyramid scheme, this is what it's $199. And then $100 of that goes to the person who recruited you. So there it is right there. So they're going to say, it's like, well, it's a product. This is a course. You've actually purchased something. There's no such thing as a product-based pyramid scheme, on and on. But that is, for anybody else that's not brainwashed, that is realizing, oh shit, this is what my friend, my neighbor, my coworker, my colleague is getting sucked into and is trying to pitch to me. That's the pyramid scheme aspect of it. So you'll see people, I have screenshots, and I made reports to the FTC of people boasting that, look at how much money I made. I haven't even written any letters yet. I've just made money on the people I've recruited into this thing. They don't realize what they're saying, and a lot of these people are women. They're targeted, they're stay-at-home moms, and they want to make some extra money. And it's a shame that they're being targeted and used in this way. And they don't know that they're in this scam, Okay, so now the handwritten letters, what in the hell is that about? So yes, there's this thing now, anti-MLM Reddit. I found this post, so big shout out to them. I'm going to read you this explanation because this is the best explanation I found that's just succinct. And I used this parts of this verbatim in the reports that I sent to the FTC as well. So here we go. This person says, in a nutshell, companies like Chumba, so it's Chumba Casino, which we're going to look at their website and go through that together, are not technically considered gambling because of a loophole. And so you can play it anywhere in the US and Canada, except Washington and Quebec. There may be other states. The loophole is that they categorize themselves as a sweepstake, which requires them to provide an option to enter the drawing of prizes without making a purchase. The steps to enter are explained in the above file, and I'll show you, I'll be giving you a tour of the whole Chumba site with the file, the terms and conditions. The entry you receive can be in the form of coins to use on their games, gift cards, cash, etc. So it is a thing. However, based on what I've seen, it's incredibly common for letters to be disqualified, misplaced, or lost. And I read cases where people have been banned for life from participating over technicalities. This certainly isn't a job, and it's far from a way to get rich. So there's a lot in here. You're basically, because this casino has classified itself as a sweepstakes to whatever, I don't really care about the legal background of all this. This is just how they function. So it's just like with other contests that you enter, it has to have a like no purchase necessary kind of thing. That's how I interpret it. So people, in order to do this, in order to offer this for whatever benefit casinos get from doing this, they have this complicated as fuck and time consuming as fuck method for people to jump through as many flaming tires and swim through the rapids and climb a mountain and then mail out a letter, and then they may get up to $5 worth of coins that they then have to gamble with, and at any point they could just be like terminated. You're no longer able to play. Like, of course these casinos are going to make it as difficult as possible. They're not out there just be like, oh, we're going to just disperse wealth to the masses. This is it. Good for you. You've unlocked the code of life. You found the way through this MLM that just by buying this $199 course, we're going to teach you how to get those $5 worth of coins every single time. And you're going to gamble and you're going to be a millionaire. You're going to attain financial freedom. And even better, you can recruit other people into it to teach them how to do it too. So Chumba makes it like other of these casinos, they make it difficult. We're going to see the terms and conditions. And after people use a blue pen or a black pen, and they have to write on an index card and set it in a certain size envelope and mail it out. And then they have to wait. It has to be done perfectly. You can't don't think you can cheat the system and be like, oh, well, I would like Xerox it. Am I dating myself? Probably. Or get a stamp or something like that. No. They've got it's quite sophisticated, this whole thing. They've got like a processing center. They have like some weird thing that scans. It's like, it'll be rejected. And then you might be fucked. They'll be like, nope, you pulled this trick one too many times, bub. You're out. No more gambling for you. So you got to do all this shit. You got to buy the envelopes. You got to buy the index cards of the paper, buy the stamps, mail it out. And then you got to wait. Sometimes it can be, they say 4 to 6 weeks. It could be longer. And then you get a drop. This is the lingo. Now, I might be fucking it up because I don't know a lot about this and I don't want to. You only need to know the barest minimum when you can identify this scam, So already you're seeing it's like this has nothing to do with just writing handwritten letters and getting paid $50 to $75 an hour. No, it doesn't. It's quite involved. So then you're also like invited into this Facebook group, this community. And there's tearful testimonials of people just like, this has changed my life. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You're gambling. Okay. Now, outside of the multi-level marketing company, outside of all that, this has existed for a long time. People do this as a form of entertainment. There's Facebook groups. On one of my other previous videos, my Jackpot Journey here on YouTube has done a great video I've referenced, and other anti-MLM content creators have also referenced this video where she shows you exactly how you can do this for free. You don't need to, for free and not in terms of supplies. Like you need to purchase your own envelopes and stamps, but you don't need to purchase a course to tell you how to do that. There's like a thriving, vibrant Facebook community, like a community of people that participate in doing this. They like to do it. This is a pastime for them. The thing is that the people that are participating in this as a pastime, they aren't deceived. They're not told from the beginning that they're going to be getting a highlighter. They're not told that they're going to be getting paid $50 to $75 an hour. They're not told that they're going to be getting paid $5 for each handwritten letter. They're told this is gambling. You may or may not receive up to $5 worth of tokens, and then you gamble with them. And then once you accumulate enough winnings, then you can cash out. They know what they're going into. The problem with this Send It Academy paid per letter is that you don't know. Deception is the gateway into the scam. When you have to deceive people, purposefully withhold information, distort it in order to get people in, that should be a big red flag to you. This isn't ethical. This isn't being honest. And if you are still believing in the multi-level marketing industry, well, this is what is wrong with it. All of them do this. The company that you're in right now does it too. You're just in denial about it. But you're in big time denial if you don't see that what you're up to by trying to make all these posts on social media. This is outright deception. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to show you is this policies, this Chumba Casino thing. So let's get this pulled up here. All right. the world's favorite social casino. And I'll put links to this so you can just take a look at this. So about us, Chumba Casino is developed in-house by our team of talented games designers and developers, and also developed licensed off third-party service providers. This provides VGW with both operational flexibility and commercial advantages. VGW continued to invest into the development of proprietary games and content to further differentiate itself from the competitors. Now, you might be wondering, well, what are these casinos gaining from this? Wouldn't they, be really angry or upset at the sudden influx of all these letters coming in? And I don't have the answer to that, but this is my critical thinking process. If I was an owner of one of these casinos, I would be delighted at the sudden influx because I'm in control. I can change the terms and conditions at any time. I can disqualify people on a whim. That's part of the terms and conditions. I don't even have to say the technicality. I can just cite whatever technicality I want. And because I'm a casino, the house always wins. I'm already dealing with people in a multi-level marketing company, which shares a lot of likenesses to addiction. Gambling is addiction. These people are going to be spending money. They do not have the emotional control or the ability to critically think and just take a step back and logically look at what they're a part of. I'm going to win every time. I'm delighted that a multi-level marketing company, that anybody is just sending more customers my way. Sure, I'm giving, some people are going to be cashing out, but overall, I'm going to be making the big bucks. So that's just something to think about. Back to this. Our current portfolio includes 100 plus exciting games for desktop and mobile players. We continue to grow our offerings to players with new games being launched on a monthly basis. The VGW team. VGW is a diverse company which believes in a work hard, play hard ethos. We have over 400 staff located globally working for us. So keep in mind, this is something that this particular casino that I'm reading out on this website has absolutely nothing to do with the multi-level marketing company. This exists on its own. It's its business. They've got their systems, their ethos. This multi-level marketing company has latched on like a parasite, and it's done it with other ones too. And it's like, we'll show you the way. Here's their terms and conditions. We're going to proofread your letters, and we're going to make sure that there's a higher percentage rate of you getting your drops or whatever they're promising. It's all this bullshit. Just when you're scrolling through Facebook, you can pick out what people are believing, what they're being told from the comments. That's what I do. I'm like, it's just so clearly just outright lies, So this company, Chumba, has nothing to do with this Send It Academy or paid per letter. This is just separate. It's just, so can you imagine you own a business and suddenly you're getting all this influx and it's sent to you from an MLM. It's just so weird, But the problem is that people are getting into this, the social casino, this is what they call themselves, through deception. They don't know that they're not getting paid $50 to $75 an hour. At first, the hook is they're brought in under false pretenses. Again, they're told they're getting a highlighter and they're not. And I'm hoping that this visual aid can help people that are starting to question what they're a part of, or maybe this video has found you right when you were about to sign up. And you found it and you decided to watch it and you thought, oh my goodness, thank goodness I did. And thank you so much for critically thinking and giving it a chance, because these scams are so sophisticated. Even before you're into one of them, it's our tendency as being, good people, we believe that others want to help us out, is to defend the scam even before we're in it. And that's what's so heartbreaking too about seeing a lot of the comments on my pieces of content and other creators as well, is the victims are the most vehement defenders of these scams, Okay, back to this. Frequently asked questions. Is Chumba Casino legal? Chumba Casino is a leading social casino site. In addition to our gold coin games, we use a unique sweepstakes model which allows the safe and secure redemption of sweeps coins for prizes to players in the US and Canada. We pride ourselves on adhering to the laws in the jurisdictions that we operate in. We engage with leading experts in those jurisdictions to ensure that we are fully compliant with all applicable laws. Now, how I've seen that being framed by people within Send It Academy paid per letter is being like, these casinos have to, by law, do this. It's like this frenzied statement, the hammer of truth, you know? They have to do this. Who is Chumba Casino? Chumba Casino is a social casino owned and operated by VGW Multi-Limited, part of the VGW Group. Chumba Casino aims to be a leading social casino, bringing fun and excitement to social casino fans globally. Our initial focus is on the US, the home of casinos, and Canada, but we intend to expand globally very soon, making Chumba Casino truly global. So I wonder if this paid per letter thing is going to go global too, alongside riding the coattails of Chumba, you know? And I just want to stress that a lot of people participate in this as a form of entertainment. They know that they're going into this trying to redeem or trying to write a letter, wait for the drop to happen, getting the coins, and then gambling. They know what they're getting into from the beginning. But it's not that way when you enter into when you respond to one of these posts that one of these individuals post about drop letters, and you can find out how you can get financial freedom too, or it's just depends on how hard you work. If you write for 8 hours a day, you could be making so much money. And that's just a lie. This is gambling. This isn't an income opportunity. This isn't a job. This isn't an hourly wage. This isn't getting paid exactly $5 for every handwritten letter. Misleading and deceptive marketing. That's what that is, which is in line with every other multi-level marketing company, goes in line with Truth in Advertising's article that their study that they published earlier this year, where 98% of MLMs made false, misleading, deceptive earnings claims. So it's like right on par. You're right in there with the other 98%. But it's just sad because people that need money are paying for this ridiculous course. And then they're so busy. They're just putting all of their time into writing letters and then making content about how you too can also make all this money. It's like, if you're making all this money, then why the hell are you making videos about encouraging others to make all this money too, instead of just sitting on your ass and writing letters all day? Because you're going to be getting paid a lot more money to recruit them into a pyramid scheme. And you don't see it yet, but you will. I believe in you. You're starting to wake up. I know you like my content. I know you like it. I'm like a splinter in the brain. You just can't get rid of me. I have lore with this company too, by the way. I had a run-in with the CEO. Can't imagine why. Okay, back to this. Is Chumba Casino the only social gaming company to use sweepstakes prizes? No, gaming companies offer sweepstakes with prizes is nothing new. There have been and still are many companies offering sweepstakes with prizes. What are sweepstakes? Sweepstakes are trade promotions which have been used worldwide for decades to promote a business's goods or services. No purchase is necessary to enter Chumba Casino sweepstakes. So you see that? It's used to promote a business's goods or services. I almost think of this as like on an end cap at Walmart. Or like they call it a loss leader. You put a whole bunch of products up there that they know they're going to lose money on, but they're going to bring more people in. So like the paper towel is at a crazy price that week. And you go in and you're like, you just buy that. But as you're in there, they're counting on you to spend more money. And so that's how I interpret this. It's like it's a way to promote their business. It's like a free thing. You're giving you an incentive to try our product, to try our service, so to speak. It's not like Chumba Casino and all these casinos like have this, they're so benevolent. They're like, oh, yes, we're going to give every single person $50 to $75 an hour just for writing a letter to us every time. It just depends on how hard you work. That's not what this is about. And it says it on their own website. This is to promote their business. And it makes sense when you start critically thinking, And I know when you start to wake up, there can be a lot of shame attached to being involved in a scam. And I encourage you to look at other anti-MLM content creators. You could look at some of the stuff I've made. I meet it head on. And I think meeting it head on with humor it just helps it disappear. Just still kind of sticks around sometimes, but there's power in it. It's very empowering to just own our shit. You know, you're like, yeah, I was a dumbass. Like I got sucked in, or you were very vulnerable and somebody targeted you and preyed upon you and it wasn't your fault. So it's good to take responsibility, like accountability for our shit, but not to take responsibility for things that aren't our responsibility. And the deceptive marketing that is promoted by and endorsed by encouraged by Send It Academy paid per letter is not your fault. That responsibility lies squarely on their shoulders, in my fucking opinion. All right, back to this. How does Chumba Casino use sweepstakes? Chumba Casino uses sweepstakes to promote the sale of gold coins, providing sweeps coins tokens to players to enter our sweepstakes in promotional place. So there you have it. They're telling you the only reason they are giving you these coins is to promote their business and to promote the purchase of gold coins. Do you really think that people who believe that whatever multi-level marketing pyramid scheme they're in, some of these people were in Transact Card and Finmore and are still mourning the loss of Transact Card? They still can't believe that it was a scam. Some of these people are in Bravenly. There's people from all different types of MLMs that are involved in this. Do you really think they have the wherewithal to not then, in this sophisticated gaming system, you're going up against a casino? You think the social media algorithms are tough? You've no chance against this. You don't think they're going to be putting more money in and buying gold coins? All of them are going to have the emotional fortitude to be like, no, I'm not going to put any money in. I'm just going to handwrite letters and I'm going to get paid. Every brainwashed multi-level marketing participant. It's just sad. It's just sad. And I hope more and more of you start getting out. I believe in you. Think about what I'm saying. I know you might be really angry, and that's a natural response. I mean, who wants to be like, fuck you? It's like, yeah, well, fuck me. But look at this. This is on the website. Fuck you. You haven't read it, and you know I'm right, and you're pissed off, and that's okay, but it'll pass. You'll come back. You'll come back around to baby doll. You'll see I'm right. There's always a place for you here. Just pull up a chair. There's always a place for you at the table. Show up powerfully. Okay, back. Sweeps coins can never be purchased and have no inherent value. Now that's interesting. That statement right there. They have no inherent value, yet these coins are being attributed a value of $50 to $75 and $5 per every handwritten letter. And that inherent value is being attributed that value by Send It Academy paid per letter participants. That's a fact. That's on you. That's not on the company. That's not on me pointing out that this is a scam. That's solely on you. So it's telling you it has no inherent value. You're jumping through a lot of steps here to get through this to this. And that's not okay. There's a lot of other ways that you could be making money than chasing a fool's dream on a Facebook post. When you've got a CEO of any MLM that's got to caper around on social media talking about don't listen to people calling it a scam, how many CEOs do you see doing this that aren't in MLM? The answer is 0. It's only in the weird and wonderful world of MLM that these antics people get up to these antics. Players can always obtain sweeps coins free via a number of methods, including as a promotion bonus with some gold coin purchases or mailing in requests. And now we get to it. Sweeps coins, which meet the criteria set out in our sweeps rules, can be redeemed for prizes. Do I need to satisfy an identity verification process, KYC, know your customer, and will my account be restricted until my identity has been verified? Collection of information relating to identity. Chumba Casino needs to be able to positively identify our customers. The first step in this process is collecting certain personal identity information, such as your name, date of birth, and residential address from you before you make a purchase of gold coins. And I believe you have to do this even if you're going to participate in this by writing these letters. So not only, you're not just getting a job and you're getting $5 for every handwritten letter. All you have to do is handwrite letters and you're getting paid $50 to $75 an hour. All you have to do is that. Oh, no. No. You got to give your driver's license, your residential address. And I know that it has to match with a certain bill. Like there are a lot of hoops that you've got to jump through. And we haven't even read like the terms and conditions yet of what precisely needs to be written on a letter or an index card. And these terms and conditions change. So you need to be like constantly looking. It's almost as though there's more and more of a sunk cost fallacy occurring with this whole process, guiding you to the inevitable purchase of gold coins, which is fine. This is how they do their business. But when people are being recruited into an MLM, they're already in probably at least one other MLM, and they think that they're going to be making money. They think that this is a job. They're recruiting others into it, claiming that this is an income, claiming that this is a job. And what they're being funneled into doing is just gambling. That's a problem. And it's a problem with Send It Academy and paid per letter. Verification of identity. After collecting the information, Chumba Casino may separately be required to verify that the information collected is correct in order to comply with legal obligations that are applicable to us and in line with our commitment to responsible gameplay. You will be notified in your online account once we are required to verify your identity. So you have to create an online account too. If you fail to submit the required documentation within the time period indicated to you in such notification, you will not be able to play our games or redeem any sweeps coins until your identity has been verified. Now you see, this is how you run a business. Chumba is spelling it out very explicitly. There is no deception going on with Chumba. None at all. They're clear as day. You're saying everything is up front. There's no surprises. That's how a business is supposed to run. What documents do I need to provide as part of the verification process? Verification of identity. Verification of your identity, including your name, date of birth, and residential address, may be achieved by submitting one of the following documents, which will normally need to be government issued: driver's license, passport, or identity card. The document submitted must still be current. In order to cross-check that the identity document submitted is valid, you may be requested to upload a photo or real-time selfie image of yourself via our dedicated portal. If your identity document does not display your residential address, you may also need to submit one of the following documents as proof of your residential address: bank statement, utility bill, letter from a government or from a government authority. This document must show your name, residential address, and a date of issue that is within the last 6 months. You know, I think my comparison of the highlighter and the glass is it's not accurate. Actually, the glass needs to be like a pile of sand on a beach that you have to travel to, and then you have to like melt out the silicone and then like fashion the glass. And then you've got to go to a factory or a glass blower. I think it's more in line with that than my example of the glass. You have to dump out the water, you have to wash it, then you have to fill up the water. I think my example was off, so I apologize for that. This is way more involved than what participants in Paid Per Letter and Send It Academy are telling everybody out there, and then coming on videos like mine saying I'm the scammer. Really? You literally cannot make this shit up. How long does it take to verify my documents? Once we have received the required documents in their correct form, we will verify them as soon as possible. The process depends on whether you have sent the correct form of identification or account ownership to us. If everything is correct, it normally takes about 5 days to complete the account verification process. Once your identity has been verified, it can take up to 10 days for you to receive your prize. Additional verification. As per the Chumba Casino terms and conditions, we reserve the right to request any additional documents and or information that we deem necessary in order to comply with our legal obligations, including to verify your identity, the ownership of your account, your source of wealth, or your source of funds. So let's take a look at Chumba Casino terms and conditions. And this is the fucking thing that they don't tell you in any of these posts. I actually found one Facebook post from a person today that spelled out that you had to gamble. It was the only one I could find. All the other posts they hide this. They don't say that it's gambling. There's one, you're going to see the one person that I report on. I even made a stitch on Instagram, but I have this other video I'm going to show you where they're in a wild display of double speak. They say that it's not gambling, you're actually converting. And if you say, well, what are you talking about converting? You're converting coins? How do you convert the coins? Well, you have to gamble with them. But you just said that you don't gamble. That's right. You don't gamble. We just convert them here. Like I said, you can't make this shit up. Okay, here we go. This is Chumba Casino's terms and conditions. Now, if you're sending letters to other casinos, they all have these terms and conditions, and these can all change. So this says date of last update, June 14th, 2024. Now, we don't need to like go through the whole thing. I'm just going to like scan through it with you and kind of highlight different parts, just to give you a feel for what these participants are going. This is what you're writing these handwritten letters. It is not as straightforward as what these participants are claiming it is. So these terms and conditions form a binding legal agreement between you and us and apply to your use of any of our games or our platform in any way through any electronic device, web, mobile, tablet, or any other device. This document already does not fuck around. So on page 4, this is 19 pages. There's more pages in this terms and conditions than there are in some multi-level marketing companies' compensation plans and policies and procedures. Okay, scrolling down. We're on page 5, gold coin purchases. I blitzed through that terms and conditions, but I couldn't find the description of what you're supposed to put on these letters, right? So I Googled it and I found the sweeps rules. And so it's this other document that I'm going to share with you. And I don't know if there's an updated one. This is the only one that I could find. Just very quickly, it said updated 15th of December 2023. So there could very well be an updated sweeps rules here for Chumba Casino. And probably Paid Per Letter and Send It Academy will be like, aha, that's why there's a benefit for paying $199 for a course, because then you wouldn't have to be Googling this on the internet. Right? But this is it. So this is what I wanted to show you. This is what people actually have to write on these letters. So you scroll down to here it is. Page 3. Participants must handwrite their return address on the front of the envelope and the words sweepstakes entries. There's a Reddit that has it's about Chumba Casino, and they you could go in there and just see what people are talking about. I know a lot of them are pissed off that a lot of people are selling courses to get people to do this thing. So, but you could go in there and see how this works as well. Handwrite all of the following on only one side of the request card inserted inside the envelope. Keep in mind, any of these, if you fuck up any of these, you're out. It's like the game Operation. Do you remember that? You try to have the little tweezers and take out the kidney. It's like, you're done. You're out. It's like in bold. This is supposed to be entertainment. And you know what? If you do this for entertainment, good for you. But I'm already getting stressed out just reading the second bullet point there with it in bold. It's like only on one side of the card. It's like as soon as somebody tells me that, I've got my lip gloss. It'd be like, fuck, I'm going to write on the opposite side just by accident. I don't know how it would happen. In the top left corner, one and only one unique one-time postal request code. See clauses 3.4 and 3.5 of these sweeps rules for further information. Under the postal request code in the following order: their full name as shown on their government-issued identification, the email address registered to their Chumba Casino account, the return residential address registered to their Chumba Casino account, and the following statement: I wish to receive sweeps coins to participate in the sweepstakes promotions offered by Chumba Casino. By submitting this request, I hereby declare that I have read, understood, and agreed to be bound by Chumba Casino's terms and conditions and sweeps rules. For the avoidance of doubt, combined requests sent via package or parcel do not meet the requirements set out above and are invalid. You can tell the person that wrote that was like, I'm fucking putting this in bold and a larger font. No more. Is this ever happening again? So then it goes on. So that gives you a general idea of what these participants are expected to do. So you need to submit in a schwack load of identification. You have to go through this process. You have to purchase these cards, this you have to handwrite it in this way. And if you fuck up, there's many points that, I mean, this is like a 9-page document. And at any point you can be out. You might not, all that work that you've put in, and then your hopes are pinned on getting like $5 worth of sweepstakes coins that then you can gamble and then like magically earn $40,000. The hopes are dashed. You can never achieve that again. You're going to have to go find some other multi-level marketing company. All right. The final thing that we're going to end with is this gem of a video. This is an Instagram reel, and I had already done a stitch to another video that this individual made. And I just couldn't even believe what she was saying. So let's take a look at this.
So I woke up this morning and a lot of you had questions. A lot of you thought this was a scam about...
It's because it is a scam.
Writing to casinos, and that it was a waste of time. It is writing to casinos on a template. I paid for a $200 course to teach me how to write what the 2 lines were, and which casinos actually paid for my 2-line letter. That's it. I paid a $200 fee for my course. I write the letters. I send them in to a casino of my choosing. You can choose more than one casino, and you can do multiple casinos. And then they pay you in sweepstakes coins, which you play to get converted into cash. They teach you how to convert. So
this is fucked up. You need to like focus on this. So it's like you play them to convert them. You're gambling. When you win, then you can cash out. But they're using this word converting now. This is the next iteration I've seen of this, how they're discussing this.
Not only do you get paid, you also get to kind of have fun playing the games. It's not.
You're gambling. It's just so weird. You also get to kind of have fun. She was truthful about saying, but her other piece of content, she wasn't truthful at all, which this is the one that I stitched on Instagram, where she was like, you can make $6,000 a month. You're making $5 for every handwritten letter. That's not truthful. This is where she's talking about it. But this double speak of like gambling and converting, it's not. And I need to pause it because it's very subtle and you could miss it. And this video is about exposing these tricks.
Hard if you can.
And I bet you she doesn't know what she's part of. She really believes that this is a legitimate thing. And she thinks that all this work that she's putting in is going to end up with all this money, and there's the sunk cost fallacy hand in hand with this scam,
You can copy a letter the way you did in 1st and 2nd grade. You can do this. And it's fun. It's like Christmas every week when I get those sweepstakes coins dropped.
The last thing that I want to do is to write letters. I don't want to do anything. When I don't want to do anything, I don't want to do anything. I want to lay there on the couch like a bump on a log, just with my cat on my lap, watching TV. Maybe I'll be like scrolling through Facebook. I'll come across Send It Academy paid per letter. I'm eating Doritos. Put some Rage Against the Machine on my headset, the ones that plug into my phone because I prefer them. I'll make a report to the FTC and then I'll dust off the Doritos crumbs off my chest. That's what I want to do. I don't want to write handwritten letters. I have a job. I don't want to do this in my spare time. My spare time is mine to do nothing with or whatever I want with.
Up into my account, I get to play and I get to win money, and that money is transferred into my account about 2 days after I've played the game. And it's not a little bit of money. It's a lot of money. It's actually more than $5 a letter. And
there's a deceptive earnings claim. Like, you cannot make this claim. This is just sad to me to see this individual, like so many others, that are couching it in this way of that it's really fun. And they're like, you can just imagine fucking thousands of people sitting there. They have these, you might see them at the park. They're like, kid is like going down the slide and they're like, oh, I got to write this down. And then they take it all home and they find envelopes at the dollar store. And then they get a big roll of stamps at a discount somewhere. And then they're putting it on here. It's like, what better time to make a reel? And I can set it up and talk about how this totally isn't a scam, you know? And it's really fun. I'm just like waiting for the drop to come. And then I can play the game. It's so much fun. Like, I don't want to fucking do this. I don't like playing games. I know a lot of people do enjoy gambling. Thank God I'm not one of them, because I joined a pyramid scheme instead and just went all in on that area. But I can barely handle Candy Crush. It stresses me out. The only time I can play it is like if I'm like antsy, I need to just fill in the time. I'll download it and I'll like play it until it goes up to like, it's like says 45, it says 40, it goes up to 45. I don't know what that means. It'll be like, oh, if you pay 10 coins and you can get 45 free plays, but then I just uninstall it because I'm not paying for the game. And I find that stressful enough. I can't even imagine the stress about waiting, writing letters, putting all that time in, and then waiting for it to get money in your account, and then it's just fucking gone. But no, you've got a real technique. You make way more money than $5 a letter, right? Maybe you're that person that makes $6,300 a month. This is sad.
The way I play. So
the way I play. It's like all of the Canadians going to Vegas coming back. They're like, no, actually, I broke even. I did too. Nobody broke. The narrator's like, nobody, in fact, broke even. The house always wins.
All results in terms of how you play are specific to you. Everybody learns. But I've been doing this for 9 weeks and I was skeptical. That's why I didn't post about it until I saw my results. My results are mind-blowing. If you want information.
9 weeks. Incredible testimonial right here. There's a gem at the end. You got to hang on because it actually blew my fucking mind. I'm like, where the hell did this come from? Classic MLM.
There is a link in my bio. You can find me on Instagram at. Have a wonderful day, everybody. And thanks for watching. And for the doubters out there, go ahead and doubt. It's your loss, not mine. I'm making money. You're not. And for those.
So weird. It's not doubters. It's people pointing out that this is a scam. Like, you're being reeled in using incorrect information, and you're guilty of it too on one of your videos, and you probably don't realize that you've done it. And this is what's so heartbreaking about being a part of a multi-level marketing company, is we will do shit that we don't realize that we're doing. We really do see the highlighter as a highlighter. We don't even see what this is. That's the real mind fuck of it all.
Those of you who want to make money from home writing letters, come join me. It's really fun. And
come join me and I'll get paid $100 for each person that does. That's why I'm making this video, because it's about recruitment.
We're a great group of people, and honestly, it saved my life. Have a good day.
See, honestly, it saved my life. Just this whisper at the end. Where the fuck did that come from? And honestly, it saved my life. And it's like, and now you know you're in a commercial cult. Honestly, it's how did it save your life? It doesn't. All you're actually doing is writing letters to casinos. Do you think anybody writing into Chumba has testimonials like that? People in the Facebook groups that just are doing this as a form of entertainment. And they're like, yeah, I make some money. This is great. Or, oh, I got to take some time off. I'm getting sucked in. Do you think they do this? Do you think, why is it that you don't see all the people who make, like to make these, participate in Chumba Casino, make videos like this, encouraging all these other people to also write to casinos and say, it's changed my life? Why is it that you only see this happen in multi-level marketing? I hope you think about that. That's the basics. That covers what this thing is about. So I hope that you understand now that this activity, this Chumba Casino, and there's other casinos that do things like this, is a real thing. So when you see people leaving comments, this lady doesn't know what she's talking about, it's actually real. It is actually real. It is a real casino, this social casino. It does these things as a function of operating. It offers sweepstakes coins to promote its business and to promote the purchase of gold coins. That's why they're doing it. It's not to give the average ordinary stay-at-home mom the ability to earn $5 or $50 to $75 an hour for writing handwritten letters. I mean, it's ludicrous, you know? And so then there's the multi-level marketing, the scam component, where people are recruited in, being lied to, purposefully being lied to. Wild claims that the company, Send It Academy, paid per letter, are doing absolutely sweet fuck all to moderate. They're not taking care of their people at all. They're letting them make as many claims as they can, because all it is, what it appears to me, is to get as many recruits as possible into this scam, because that's where the real money is. So then that's why you'll see people making all these posts on social media with stacks of letters saying, oh, my hubby is helping me go to the mail today to drop these off. This is another $4,000 on its way. And whereas this money never comes in, because you're gambling and you're not going to beat the house. And anybody that is like, oh, well, I actually come out ahead. Sure you are. All the Canadians that go to Vegas every year, they're all in the planes coming back. They're all like, I actually broke even. It's like they all fucking broke even. It's amazing. Nobody ever loses any money going to Vegas. Okay, whatever. You keep telling yourself that. So I want to give a big shout out to all anti-MLM content creators. You're doing a bang up job. We have so many people with different like styles and perspectives. It is so awesome. There's no getting away from the truth now. You're gonna, if you don't like one, you're gonna find someone that you do like. I want to give a big shout out to Chelsea Suarez. You know, if you subscribe to her channel, your butt instantly looks good. It did it with me. I couldn't even believe it. Anybody that is starting to speak out, especially if you've been in multi-level marketing, you know, just the mind fuckery that we've been through. It doesn't matter how many years you've been in. Just my hat is off to you. I have so much respect for what you're doing. I know you make yourself a target, and I know there's like times you're like, what the hell am I even doing? What is the point? And the point is that we're actually helping people now. We are actually women helping other women. We're doing it. We're actually making a difference. We're going up. It's like David and Goliath. We're up against these companies that have a lot of money, and they're crumbling like crackers to little old us here. Fucking YouTube with a ring light and a capybara lamp. Some bad metaphors, some bad language from me anyway. So thank you so much to all anti-MLM content creators. Doesn't matter where you are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you're making a difference. And I know it takes a lot of work, and I'm just so grateful. Please, if you need to take a break for your mental health, do that too. But just thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who leaves comments. Comments are content. You don't know how your comment is going to actually help someone leave a multi-level marketing company. The comment section was where I went to when I started to look at anti-MLM content. I'd watch the videos. I'd go to the comment section trying to understand. Like, how many times do you need to hear that over 99% of people lose money in these things? I had to hear it a lot of times before it actually sunk in, because you're going up against a cult. You're going up against cult programming and like years for some of us writing down these affirmations. God help the people that are doing these affirmations, gratitude journals, and then doing this like handwritten letter thing. Like, oh my goodness. And thank you so much to you, the viewer watching my video. I have a motley crew here. We have a good community in the anti-MLM movement. Just such a wide variety of people. We all just agree that these things are scams, and we do what we can. Some people are in the background. They don't make content, but holy shit, are they ever making a difference? Giving content to other like people that do make content, but you know, writing letters to like members of parliament, just doing a lot of shit in the background that is intense. And they've been at it a lot longer than I have, as have many other anti-MLM content creators too. So thank you. I know I'm saying a lot of thanks. I got a lot of gratitude. My default setting is gratitude. Gratuitous rank makers reference right there. But I think it's really important to say it, because as more and more time goes by, the more I realized just how much anti-MLM content creators really helped me and have continued to help me as I began speaking out. And it's been the younger crowd, the younger generations that have done it. Thank you so much. Your sense of humor, your compassion, your ability to just like dig in and take no shit. It really helped me, and it's helping a lot of people. You might not hear it frequently, but you are helping. You continue to help a lot of people, and you've helped many of us, find our voices again, like encourage us to keep, stick to what feels right for us and make content that way. So thank you. And I guess that's it. Finally, the end. It's like, Jesus Christ, is this woman knows nothing. She just keeps talking and talking. Well, that's true. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.